Every human being is brimming with creative power. In fact, I believe that creativity lies at the core of what it is to be fully alive and vital. So each of us can express our unique visions as gifts to all of life. And I think it's time to set free our indestructible passion to create from the core of our being. You see, I believe that we all are being called to do this, not only for our own sake, but also for the sake of all beings and the earth itself. I'm excited about answering the call. Are you? Creativity is a mind, body, soul experience. It demands that you have access not only to your intelligence and to the layers of your psyche of which you are consciously aware, but also to the whole of your being, including what is commonly called the unconscious mind. Most of us have been taught to ignore the unconscious part of ourselves. To some degree, this may be a result of Freud's insistence that the deepest layers of a human being are a repository of repressed desires that need to be codified, pathologized, and treated. It is this belief that, for better or worse, has propelled tens of millions of men and women into psychotherapy in the past 100 years. As a result, most of us still live with the lion's share of our potential for creativity and freedom unavailable to us. Meanwhile, beneath the vast ocean of what it is to be fully human, our creative powers slumber, crying out, I think, for us to awaken them. Then, when the founder of depth psychology, Carl Jung, came along, he announced what every creative artist discovers for himself or herself, that Freud's fearful unconscious is in truth a realm replete with visions, archetypes, insight, and soul, all of which are fuels for our creative fires. Once we choose to embrace the depths of our psyche and learn to work with them, we come across gifts that they hold and live our lives from a foundation of authentic freedom and power. Now, Jung insisted that a person's interior life not only merits attention, but also calls for dedicated exploration, which of course is exactly what he himself did, and then recorded in his fascinating and posthumously published Red Book. Thanks to more than half a century of exploration, Jung came to see the human psyche, both conscious and unconscious, as an inherently spiritual and fluid medium, kind of like a magnificent ocean in which we humans can fish for enlightenment, creativity, healing, and personal transformation. Jung then went on to discover that the dreams, myths, and archetypes that reside in our unconscious are highly personal to each one of us. Of course, we're also given access to what Jung called the collective unconscious, that is, to archetypal realities that are not only personal, but also universal. Now, this is revolutionary stuff. It speaks of truths few people ever consider unless they happen to be one of the visionary artists, thinkers, or scientists who discover this for themselves in the course of their work. Men and women who do discover this for themselves are never willing to buy into the general consensus of what is taken to be reality. They prefer to strike out on their own, determined to enter uncharted territories and discover for themselves what treasures can be found there. Then they tend to bring these discoveries back, using them to fuel their work and transform their own lives as well as the lives of others. Invariably, when someone is courageous enough to question the stuff that the rest of us take to be true, they discover whole new realities. I have a passion to explore the nature and power of creativity from every angle possible. I hope you will join me through your own journeys.